Hey there folks, and welcome back to another episode of Magic Duels Auto Complete, the series where you choose the card, we put it into a deck and hit Auto Complete. And you chose Talent of the Telepath. So yeah, sorcery for 4. Target opponent reveals top 7 of cards of their library. You can cast any one of them without paying their mana costs, and the player puts the rest in the graveyard. And with Spell Mastery, we can choose 2 of those cards to cast for free. So cool idea, guys. Let's just use the opponent's deck against them. It's the best shot we got to raise the power level of the decks. So, if you want to vote on next week's deck, straw poll is linked in the description. And if you want to nominate a card for next week's poll, then by all means, drop it down into the comments. I'll put it onto the list. And with that, what else? Oh yes, if you're new around here, feel free to subscribe. We do this every single week, and probably will continue to do it throughout Arena as long as the matchmaking still exists in this game come that time. Alright, let's hit autocomplete and see what the deck is like. See you in the games! Alright, we're against Pets, rank 25. We're on the play. My rank is down because of a deck that failed this week to actually go off. This is, well, we got Aether Sphere on the play. You know what? I gotta take this because we've done this before, and every hand is always worse than whatever we draw initially. So I'm taking it. We have castables. They might be like way off in the future, but we have castables. We also have Cycler, so that's relevant. And the cycling is going to be relevant to the point of if we draw something better, it's gone. Speaking of drawing something better, we're not. That's not good. But we can get Harvester down next turn, I suppose. That's something. Just get some big fat flyers, I suppose. Please don't be control. I'm not going to have fun with this as is. Seriously, if they assert some sort of, like, we've got you, and, you know, something that says, we've got you this game. I guess it's a telling time for them. Oh, no, it's nothing. Oketra's Monument? Aether Sphere. On the other side. Okay, well, Curator of Mysteries, we never drew anything better, so we're going to just cast it. We're going to go bigger than whatever they're doing, I guess. Smuggler's Copter is always interesting, of course, but we're going to just simply play Curator of Mysteries and get this pile of trash rolling. Well, let's just get the life links because we're going to be fighting that kind of thing for a little while. And technically with Aethertide Whale, we'll actually get, you know, some energy to keep it going, technically. And Aethertide Whale can cause some issues, at least. As a 6/4, it already deals with Harvester in 2 turns. So, relevant. Also, we might want to Smuggler's Copter to be able to scry with this. If we find something to work with it, hard to say. We're probably going to throw it down anyway. And based on the star rating, I didn't actually look at the deck, but based on the star rating of the deck, we're probably sitting at a very, very fat deck. Also, they've got a Juggernaut. If we can get an alternative creature, we might be alright, but we're going to just be doing this back and forth. But I mean, this person ran Harvester into Juggernaut, and it makes me wonder, okay, they're playing the same plays we are, technically. Which is rather unusual. And so our play is a Glyph Keeper. That just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I mean, sure. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll just go bigger than them. And Glyph Keeper, because we want to be swinging. And firing off the lifelink. They're tapped down as well, so no big deal. And let's send them in. If we get a land, we've got Aethertide Whale. If we draw something else, then maybe we've got... Well, I don't know what we're going to be doing. We're going bigger than them, apparently. And it's just a little back and forth. Although we did have the initiative, we were on the play for this, I believe. Yes, yes, okay. Alright, they're at 5 mana. Now what? Aether-Tide Whale will get us a whole ton of energy. We don't necessarily have to bounce it or anything like that. No big deal. This is going to be problematic for them to remove. So if it comes to using removal, it's probably something like this. Everything seems hard to remove here. Very hard to remove. Efficient construction. Well, now we've got a little idea of what your deck is doing. Throbbing Gargoyle? Are you kidding me? What's this? This has got to be another autocomplete, right? I mean, this is something else. Okay, so now they're swinging for 8 and getting the lifelink. But I think we're still mostly winning the race, and the Stopter's going to die. No questions asked. But it does offer some manner of, okay, do we have to plan this out? Because we might lose a damage race at this rate, depending on what we draw. Tezzeret has 1 artifact. Tezzeret can make a 2nd artifact. What does that do? What do you do? I can kill your Thopter and get in for a chunk of damage. Or just put him in and plus and cause him to have something that he has to deal with. I'm not against that. I'm not against that at all. We're trying to win a damage race at this point because I think our creatures have the gusto to work with us here. So this is just straight up attack. We don't have energy, so we might as well just swing in. Force them to go this direction. I don't care about Tezzeret. He's not going to be impactful enough to win a race. Okay, that goes through like that. We're going to draw Smuggler's Copter. And it's just, you know, option. Here's an option. If that doesn't fly, then we'll have to play on the defensive, possibly. But, I mean, they're playing what seems to be the same quality deck we are, really. Seems rather unusual, though. Actually, this seems to be the most unique deck that we've used so far. Like, by a long shot. Also, we need to get that mana. The lifelink from Aether Sphere is going to help turn the tides here, of course. So our opponent is heavily in the think tank because now I've given him another dynamic to things here. If he doesn't kill Tezzeret, then we automatically have mana for Aether-Tide Whale. That's relevant. Or we have the minus available if we need it. So now I've definitely given him a decision. The Throbbing Gargoyle, he can switch into Stonewing if he wanted to. But that'll take up everything, and then he's probably just swinging for 9. Which is relevant, mind you. But he's definitely in the think tank about this one. This one's putting him. Reverse Engineer. Okay. Tapping stuff? Anything? He is, indeed. He's looking for an option to keep this game going. So he just needs to find Heart of Huron. That gives him his crew target. But this has to attack no matter what, and this needs a crew of 3. So we're okay, but he's running out of time. And how's Juggernaut going to react? Is it just going to auto-attack? Oh, he's going to go for it. He's just going to let it auto-attack. Leaving Harvester back, which extends into Heart. So he definitely pushed the wire on that one. We got our mana. We can kill something. That's relevant. Is it? It might be relevant. Let's see. He's got a big attack next turn if he wants it. Very relevant. We can send in... I suppose we can put down Whale. Whale gives us energy. That's important. So he's got one blocker. We've got 3 attackers. That's 5, 9. It can be 8 that actually gets through. So what's our options here? We can kill this, but it's not going to matter. This is actually... I'm in the think tank too here. So I think it's actually... Crew. Do we lose on the crackback? Maybe? Let's send that and that. I'm good with that. Okay, cruise that. He might offer trade with Heart, depending on where he's going with this. We only have the 2 artifacts, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'd just throw Tezzeret. I'm going to gain the lifelink, by the way. Yeah. That's relevant. That helps this fight continue. So Glyph Keeper is just a hard-to-remove target that can block. And then this dies. That was that plan. Just get some aerial blockers out of the way. That's the easy-to-crew one. Gone. Okay, that was an entire turn, so by all means, go right ahead. So Glyph Keeper's going to block to the bitter end here, by the way. And he says that's over. Okay, I accept. I think we had him there. Too many tough options there. Just leaving enough back to block. Having Tezzeret kill the vehicle makes things a little difficult, so yeah, I'm happy with that. Alright, let's see the next game. Alright, we're against Voganux. And they're on the play, okay. Yeah, no. Ulamog, by the way. End Planar Bridge, Guardian. We're on the draw with... Try better. Wow, that's the cheapest spell we've seen, I think, aside from the one lander that just flat out doesn't count. Island Lake, well, I can respond in kind with my own submerged boneyard. Take that. And we have a scatter between here and there to deal with their turn 4. Feels bad. Feels real bad. Also, the star rating, the speed on this was no stars. Very relevant. Also, Oval Chase Dragster? Come on. Now we're seeing the other half of the deck. First half of the deck, well, there was a slow enough pace. Alright, what are they up to? Oh, they're thinking we got Censor. Okay. Straight into Thing in the Ice. Well, that's problematic. We have Sphinxes like crazy here, actually, now that I think about it. Sphinx Tribal here. That is actually something. Well, I never would have expected that. Might drop down Curator of Mysteries, depending on... Jesse and Thief? Yeah, let's not have you drawing cards. I can deal with the thing. Jesse and Thief, no. Archfiend of Ifnir. Now you're playing the game I want to play. Alright. Unfortunately, we don't actually have the cycle stuff. But we have Guardian Tazine that might be able to lock down a thing if it flips. Might. Evolving Wilds. Okay. See how our curator stands up to whatever they're doing. Jesse and Thief again. Which can't quite get through yet. Niblis of Frost. I guess we're just going this game for a little while. Do we play defensive or do we play aggressive? We might have instants and sorceries in this deck. I don't know. It feels like we actually might not. I'm going to put down Niblis of Frost and say go, because I really don't trust this deck to, well, I expect him to be out of control with a 3 toughness creature. Let's just face facts. He's going to be able to pull off something here, and we want to be on the defensive about it completely. So just watch out for it. But we do want to be able to tap down his stuff. Niblis of Frost and Guardian of Tzim are 2 options to get there. Some take inventory. Gotcha. Drawn a card. Basically replacing it. First one. It's 2-4. Jorian is the second spell, but he doesn't draw off himself, herself, whoever herself. Doesn't matter. Yeah, you're not attacking. Okay, so he's got a lot of card draw being set up. Submerged Boneyard is not the answer I was looking for, I assure you. Not good. So we can technically swing in for 7 and just go nuts here? Is that the plan? I'm going to go with that. And we also have Oval Chase in case we need it. Let's send. I'm going to drop Oval Chase anyway. And just have it on the ready as 6 freaking damage. Oh yeah, non-creature. Nice. Well, I suppose it's not an instance in sorcery, which was relevant. Didn't think about that. Didn't even think about it because, you know, prowess and whatever, you know. Didn't even have it cross my mind. But relevant. We have a lot of incoming damage. Pour Over the Pages is way too expensive, but he might be able to get something with Thing. We basically need some instants or something going on to really lock down Thing. Thing is the worst offender here. He's going to get some cards off Jorian. That's a second spell that's really relevant. Puts him to 1. Gets that doing extra damage. He just needs 1 more spell, and we're in trouble. And he doesn't have it. Interesting. So we can crack him back for about 10. Relevant. If we draw a land, Guardian of Tzim might be the card of play. It is not. Soulblade Jijin. Well, you're a Jijin, but you're not going to really help me out here. Maybe Glyphkeeper? Archfiend doesn't feel right here. And Soulblade, you know what? We actually need non-creature spell, and we only have 1 that we can actually guarantee here. So I'm going to go in swinging. We'll see if we can get that thing in the ice away. But maybe he's baiting it. No. Did I just do that? I'm an idiot. I can't believe I just did that. Doesn't matter. Does it actually? No, it never mattered. It never freaking mattered. It didn't matter. My mistakes did not matter. Now we rely on Guardian of Tzim to keep us alive. Hopefully. I can't believe I did that mistake, but it didn't matter. He had it all along. Okay, Jorian gets a second spell with Jesse and Thief. No, he's going to go with Fever Visions, which is going to start hurting him in a bit when we get that Thief out. Ah. Feeling pretty bad here. Find me my solutions, please. Land. Yes. Guardian. He's a blocker. Stay tapped. And we might cycle Curator, depending. I mean, we can only cast one spell each turn. It's another Guardian. So we got to work on the beatdown plan here somehow. If we draw a land, in fact, I'm going to cycle Curator just so we can get lands. Because landfall looks real good here. To keep us in the game as long as possible. Man-land might be an issue. If he suits up that. He does not. He gets Jace out. Just going downtown. Well, we can't do the double, but we can keep you locked out for a little while. Don't know if that's going to help us. Alright, cycle you. Niblis, not good. He's on discard plan. That's not a good sign. Talented Telepath on the spells deck. Seems right. Plus we die if we... Really? That's the best spell you've got. In all of that. Wow. Well, namesake card killed us. Goodbye. Seriously. That's the first spell we ran across. All these, or okay, Scatter the Winds is here. Sorry. For instants and sorceries, we're kind of sorely lacking right now. You got me. Oh my god, this isn't Super Friends, idiot. You don't bore me to death. Anyway. Yeah, I'm tapped out. It's like, kill me. Nope, nope, bad manners. Go to hell with that crap. Anyways, let's see what this pile of garbage is. Merchant's Dockhand is not an instant or sorcery. You flash, though. Harbinger of Tides. Where's the low end? This is a low end part of the curve, apparently. We've got 2 1s. 5 2-drops? Really? That's your curve? Oh my god. Let's find out what this is. Okay, 2 Aether Sphere, 2 Scatter, 2 Niblis. Really? We're straight to 4 drops already? 2 Curator, 1 Mind Rack Demon. Sure. Instants and sorceries, just scatters. 3 Oval Chase Dragster. Yeah, that's right. The crew 1 is so relevant here. 2 Talent of the Telepath. Everything is bigger than the vehicles, I would like to add. So what's the point of the vehicles? Alright. Tezzeret the Schemer. This puts us at 4 instants and sorceries, by the way. 2 Guardian of Tazim. 2 Soulblade Jin. Wow. 2 Glyph Keeper. 2 Archfiend of Ifnir. They're stuck on 5 drops. Liliana Death's Majesty is... whatever. 2 Aethertide Whale. 1 Planar Bridge. Why? Because we actually have something bigger than Planar Bridge for once. And we have 1 Never to Return. Oh my god. What is this? It just keeps getting worse. The first game was the best draw we possibly could have seen against, well, the best odds. 10 Islands, 4 Swamp, 2 Sunken Hollow, 2 Drowned Catacomb, 2 Gyreach Sanitarium, and 4 Submerged Boneyard. Well, I mean, all the mana is colored, but, I mean, 24 land for this curve. This curve. Wow. Wow. Go big or go home. You know what would be pretty cool down at this part of the curve? Ramp. any ramp. Like, I don't care. Switch out these vehicles for, like, rocks. Artifact rocks, I'll be fine. I might actually take something. But let's also note... Okay, that made 5 instants and sorceries. 5.5 if you really want to count it. But, hey, come on. Wow. Just so bad. Prowess, wow. I mean, Soulblade Jin doesn't care much. But, I mean, there is a certain guy that did care. I mean, we got like half the copies of Instants and Sorceries in Nibelus and Frost. What is this garbage? Oh, anyways, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Go ahead and vote on something else, please. Anything else. Please, please. Take care. Bye-bye.